be hard to say good things about Florida because it's Florida. But I think I officially found my new favorite city here. I'm reviewing different tourist destinations based on things to do and what it's like for Black people and people of color. Now there's Florida, and then there's St. Pete. And St. Pete is actually one of the most liberal cities in the state. And it definitely felt that way. I was happy to see all the Progress Pride flags everywhere, but I was also surprised because it's Florida. Then I learned about the Black history. I learned about this venue called the Manhattan Casino that served as a gathering place for Black Americans during segregation. It hosted legendary performers like Louis Armstrong and Ray Charles. But side note, Blacks. And then there are the Wimbishes. Dr. Ralph and C. Bet Wimbish fought for civil rights and opened their home to Black athletes who weren't allowed in local hotels. And then they stopped in an effort that eventually led to the end of segregation in baseball spring training. Hotels started integrating because the Wimbishes and others like them were basically like, if you want Black players to help you win these games, you better give them a place to stay. And C. Bet also became the first Black woman elected to St. Pete City Council. And decades after the civil rights movement, the city continues to make improvements, like providing minority and women-owned businesses an affordable place to sell their products on this formerly segregated pier. But with all of that said, as with much of the country, systemic racism and gentrification still harm Black and brown communities. And I wouldn't say St. Pete is a very diverse city at all in terms of its residents. Now, beyond race relations, I do love that downtown St. Pete is actually walkable. Like, you're not going to end up on the side of a highway trying to get to brunch. They also have a lot of great restaurants. Now, I'm not a foodie, but I do like to look cute. And they have a lot of nice places where you can dress up. Overall, St. Pete feels more inclusive than a lot of places, and it's got culture, beach, shopping, food. So for that, I give it a 7.5 out of 10.